There they go into the back. The blue line on. We have a race, and Satnova's beaten Pure Steel out by a length and a half.
Welcome to Talking Trots, hosted by Morts and Michael Radley on Tabradio, Racing and Sport.
The sensational Sydney sider, Seals to Sam, comes off the back straight. He's a bucket load of alliteration, this fellow.
Scott Bomber Hill will join the boys to look at the Friday night meeting at Gloucester Park.
Here comes Quinny. I'm the mighty Queen is four deep and letting go.
Sit back and enjoy Talking Trots with Morts and Michael Radley.
I'm the mighty Queen is just in front. Dasher VC can do no more. And the West Australian champion has done it again.
Yes, hello and welcome to Talking Trots. It's been a bit of a break. Last week we actually had some technical difficulties. We were ready to go and we couldn't get the equipment going, which isn't surprising. But we're back for one final show for Italian Night at Gloucester Park, featuring the Retrovision Golden Nugget, and what a night it's going to be. And as I say, hello to Mr. Retrovision Glen Mortimer. This is our final show.
It is.
Well, in this incarnation.
In this incarnation, and who knows what the future holds. We'll just have to wait and see there. But
haven't had anyone call so far.
Michael, I must admit I've had one.
Have you?
Yeah, I have had one.
Okay.
Who is a very keen harness racing fan who is genuinely concerned that there's going to be a lack of content.
Yep.
For harness racing in WA with the sale of the Tabradio,
yep.
And they're very concerned there's going to be a lack of content,
So you're in negotiations with the one person. Doesn't give us a great deal of strength in there.
Not much leverage.
Considering we don't get paid, I suppose we don't need much.
Correct. We know Ollie's rusted on, so there's at least two. So I think we can hopefully retain some sort of audience, Michael. But you know, I guess there is that concern around Tabradio and losing some exposure of our sport.
It's not SEN or Rower, they're called?
No.
No?
No.
Lost your number?
No, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. No, they have. But now, Michael, it is good to be back.
It is, for one final time.
It is always good to see lots happening, but nothing quite as big as Metallica last Saturday.
How was it?
Absolutely awesome.
Was it?
It was.
I can name two songs.
Most people could, but that was all. They've actually moved up into the top 5 live acts that I've seen.
Touring, okay.
Yeah, it was brilliant. They did a great job. Few interesting people there.
I bet.
No, it was great. Really good night. So
they're getting on a bit. They're 60 now or something around that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with being 60.
No, I'm just
Michael.
saying. Like it's just they've been around.
Yeah, no, they have. They've been around a while.
They're not the Hellraisers that they were in their 20s.
But I got to tell you, their light show was amazing.
Yeah.
They had so much fun on stage. The drummer didn't stop hitting the drums, and he's in his 60s.
Yeah.
And he's hitting those drums like he's a 20-year-old. It was a really good show. The light show, everything was great. So, and they sounded so good.
Yep.
You know how sometimes you go and you think,
and it's tough to fill a stadium like Optus Stadium. Like if you're
60 plus.
if you're not great. Yeah.
Yeah, 60 plus.
There you go.
So that was a good start
to your week.
To the weekend. We went to Gloucester Park last Friday night, and as always, was a great night of pacing there at Gloucester Park. Vokey did very well to get out of a tricky spot in the first. That was very clever.
Houdini.
Just managed to get out, and then was good to go on and win Boy Blue. Abby Vidovic. Now, it's a name that it's just everywhere. Abby Vidovic did very well to get Blazing Reactor out of the gate and in front, and very, very cool drive after that. She didn't panic. She knew she had a lap full of horse and just kind of stacked them up and did enough to win. Copycat Queen for Aiden finished up with a perfect run in transit and did enough to hold off Dawson and score. Minstrel, 3 wide, interesting race, Michael.
Wasn't it?
Minstrel was able to beat Mr. Smarty, which from that position I didn't think he would. He's just...
No, coming at the bell from the 1,000, he went right up to his best, didn't he?
He did.
And
in as good a form as he's been.
And as Denny said, he dropped into the good horse gear. And even having, had never ending on his back.
And
couldn't get over the top of him. Tell you who's going good. Bricky's Dream.
Yep.
How good's he going for Robbie Williams? And the Robbie Williams team, just in general, is just
going
flying,
very well.
Headlined by this horse. And we'll probably talk about it later, but the rankings for the Pacing Cup, Bricky's Dream's 8th now.
Wow.
And well deserved. The way he's going at the moment.
He's going really well.
Very well deserved.
Really, really well.
Yeah.
No, really well. That was, like you say, interesting race, and Minstrel just back in the best form because, I was surprised he got over him so easily from the position he was in. Runkle Crunch scored a nice win. Aiden DeCampo.
3 pegs, 2,500
That's what I had there, Michael.
GP. But great drive.
I'd written down 3 fence, Michael.
Yeah, great drive. Captain Sterling was fantastic. Faking It was pretty good for like a filly against the boys sitting outside him.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. It
was good, but Aiden DeCampo just in unbelievable form.
He was our guest last week. We'd lined up. I kept on texting him like 10 minutes. I just rang him and said, mate, it's just not working.
Yeah.
And got a double.
Yeah. No, he's just in such good form. It's unreal. Stable, going well from a training perspective and a driving perspective, just going beautifully. Great to see the wonderful man.
And not only that, media influencer. Did you see the social media we put out of him driving? The teaser got well over 200,000 views on Facebook.
Amazing.
And then the next part of it, we obviously had it on our website, but the minute or so we put up on Facebook had 90,000 views when I checked it end of last week.
It was excellent.
300,000 views in between those two things. But the way that it was, like Scotty Hamilton did a fantastic job cutting it up.
Absolutely brilliant.
But Aiden was really good in the way that he spoke all the way through and different things. Like it was, I've seen, it was right up there. The best one I've seen was Zach Butcher's over in New Zealand, who started singing and all that. Really good. But that was right up there. They're the best 2 I've seen.
That was
as far as in the sulky with the driver. And thanks to Aiden for being part of it. And he promotes the sport so well.
Yeah, no, he does. Doing so well and always gives his time. No, he is a ripper. Great to see the wonderful mare, Wonderful to Fly, winning. She has been one of the standouts for many years.
Good supporter of the show.
Hale St. Louis, 3 wide early, then to the breeze, before getting a trail behind Chivalry and sprinting hard in the straight to win. When he took the sit on Chivalry, you thought that could hurt later on, but no, it didn't.
Yeah, what he was doing.
Yep, that's why he drives and I don't, Michael.
Indeed.
Jolted Charm had a great run in transit, but then Sun Publisher kicked on the bend, looked like it was home, but Jolted Charm once again was another winner for Abby Vidovich. I'm Category 5, did enough to win, and Captains Have Good Time took out the last for Team Bond after flying the start and was just far too good.
Once found the front.
Yeah,
it was just the class horse of the race. Interesting, the start before that on Category 5, Madison staved to drive that because her and Junior were on an 11 o'clock flight to Sydney, then New Zealand, and had to make sure that she drove that, and there was a reason why. Got their cash, her and Junior.
Off they went.
No,
it was very good. Very nice win. Now, here's a couple of names you're going to get sick of hearing as I go through
the doubles?
Michael. Yep. And
the last ever doubles on Tabradio.
I think, and I'm not being biased here, but I think this is the highlight segment of Talking Trots.
Yeah, that's what everyone listens for.
Yep,
I reckon they turn off afterwards. Once Trent Wheeler hears his name,
he's off. He's out of there.
He turns it off. I'm not listening to Radley's dribble.
No,
I just want Morts to speak my name for the double.
I'm done.
And I'm done.
Well, there's a couple of names here they're going to get sick of hearing because Friday night at Gloucester Park, it was a training and driving double to Aiden DeCampo.
Yep.
A training double for Team Bond, driving double for Abby Vidovich, and a driving double for Denny Roberts. Saturday at Northam, it was a driving and a training double for Dylan Edgerton Crean, and a driving and training double for Aiden DeCampo. Sunday, Collie, I was looking for you in the crowd. Were you the bloke
with out the back?
You were out the back, okay. Double for Hayden Reeves, a driving double for Abby Vidovich, and a driving double for Shannon Savelgo. Monday at Pinjarra, just a driving double to Abby Vidovich. And Wednesday at Gloucester Park, Wednesday, not Tuesday, a driving treble to Aidan DeCampo. So dominated the week.
It's amazing how good Abby Vidovich is going, and she's been on the show, up to 93 wins already. This is her first full season of driving.
It's incredible.
Yeah, first full season of driving. She had 55 drives her first year in 2024 to 2025. She's had 575 drives for 89 wins at 15%.
That's
staggering for a young person coming through. And
just getting more and more confident.
Obviously, Denny's and Emily and Madison have just dominated and mixed it with our best drivers and are right up there with our best drivers. But we've had a couple of trailblazers in the past, including Dot Parker.
Yep.
And one who's going to be our guest tonight, Wendy Dixon.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to talk to Wendy.
You've been organising this for a while.
Yes.
Our last show, we finally got Wendy on, but a real trailblazer. Alan Parker, our great friend of the show and a living treasure, has sent through all the stats and the different things. And
it's great. Now, looking forward to chatting with Wendy. See her here, most Friday nights. Always got a smile, having a laugh, and just loves the trots.
Yeah, loves the trots. Loves going to doesn't matter where it is, loves it, and he is here every Friday night.
Yep.
Now, we mentioned the mad dash from Junior and Madison, and it was a real mad dash for Junior when he wasn't going to get he didn't have his passport.
So I believe.
Anyway, finally got that sorted, which is in a world record time, and no doubt that he owns the passport lady who helped him something when he gets back, some present. But then Madison obviously drove a winner before they left, and we got to talk about Junior and how well he's gone so far. He led the first 2 days of the drivers. He's running second behind a friend of us here, James McDonald. Drove here with Marcus Miller when they came out. His actual silks are in JP's.
Right, okay.
Signed silks. But the winner will come out of those two, I think, either James or Junior, depending on what happens. Addington Thursday, Winton Sunday, and then Cup Day on Tuesday, the final race. So, but when Junior goes away, there's one man that gets the benefit of that every time.
He loves it. I think he buys him airline tickets for his birthday.
Can you go on holidays, or can you
go away for a couple of months?
Rings Justin and says, "Can you take him fishing to Exmouth?" But he drives a lot of winners in his own right. Anyway,
absolutely does. Yeah,
but really cashes in when.
He just goes up another level because he's a ripper. There's no doubt about it.
And he's got a couple of really good chances this week, Friday night, in a couple of the big races. He jumps aboard runners in the Norm's Daughter and also the Retrovision Golden Nugget.
Still my favourite race, Michael.
Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, it's just 4-year-olds, that age group. Some of them getting ready to take that next step.
It's just that exciting. Yeah, they come out as 3-year-olds. They're establishing themselves going into the Cup races, or what they're going to be. And last year was terrific with Mr. Smarty, who then went on to dominate the Richmond Fremantle Cup and the Nullarbor.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep,
Probably not going as good as he was then at the moment, but Never Ending was in that race. Lusaka, who I'm told scratched because he's sold, so he won't be in the free-for-all.
Right, I saw the scratching.
So I've been told he's been sold.
There was a couple scratched out of the free-for-all.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
Captain
the other
Ravishing.
Two. Not sure about Captain Ravishing, what the story is there. And I'm not sure about Hale St. Louis either. But,
it's a shame to lose Lusaka.
Yeah, but looks like Lusaka's going. And, of course, the great Rolling Fire ran 4th. Never Ending ran 5th.
Yes.
In last year's
year's
Rich Vision Golden Nugget. But this year looks to be a really good, really even version as well. And one of the main chances Stewie jumps on is Alta Tribute, who's locally bred. He's by Alta Cristiano for Gary Hall Senior. Normally, Junior drives. He's been a model of consistency. Before we speak to Stu, let's go back to about 4 starts ago, his last win, and it was not a bad field either. Here is Alta Tribute winning at Gloucester Park 4 starts ago.
Up. A Maximum Rock behind them, then came to the outside, follow Rock and Roll. Quinton has raced up with Alta Tribute trying to lift. Quinton the outside and Alta Tribute coming back on Quinton. It's Alta Tribute just in front of Quinton. Alta Tribute clinging on from Quinton, and Alta Tribute has won. Alta Tribute beat home Quinton. Maximum Rock.
Yeah, real tough win there from Alta Tribute, and he goes in. He's currently $11 with Tab Touch, and his driver, Stuart McDonald, joins us on the line right now. Stuart, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
No, we're just mentioning you must love it when Junior goes away. I suppose there's extra work at home, but you get to drive some nice horses.
Well, I mean, it's not so much extra work when Junior goes away. It's just when Senior decides to go with him that we have to start doing some extra work. But yeah, it's always nice that if he ends up going away or ends up on the sidelines for a week or two, that I pick up some good drives, and it's obviously always pretty handy.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, Stu, you had a great night. Mad Monday at about $16 for Team Bond, and then partnered up with Franku Motu in the 4-year-old Classic, and just rounded out with her presence. Big night at Gloucester Park.
Yeah, it certainly was. I hadn't had a night like that since a couple of Talking Trots earlier when I was on with talking about Mr. Smarty in the 4-year-old championship, which is well over a year ago now. So yeah, no, it was a very good night at GP that night, and yeah, it was good to be in form when the big races are around.
This is our last show, Stewie, so you better keep it up for us.
Yeah.
Last time was absolutely dreadful. I had about 3 favourites. I think I galloped 2 of them, and another one just. I don't think he ever started again after that. I think he might have broken down. So hopefully that trend's definitely gone.
Yeah. Look, I'm sure we can change that for you, Stewie. You got some nice drives on Friday night, and they kick off in race number 2, over the 2130 metres for Hayden Reeves. You're on Major Freeway. Numerically, not too bad last couple of starts. Gets a nice draw. What can we expect from him tomorrow night, Stu?
Yeah, I'm not overly sure. Like he's obviously been racing well enough for Shane Quadro, and yeah, Hayden's only picked him up after his last start on Monday, where he ran a pretty decent 4th, and this isn't a great field, so yeah, we'll probably have to send him forward and see where we get to. And yeah, I'm sure that if he holds his current form, he probably has to be a top 3 or 4 chance from there.
Yeah, you would certainly think so in that field, and bouncing off last start. And then in the next race number 3, which these are all named after Barbagallo, Michael, for the Barbagallo
Italian night,
of course, which is going to be a big night.
Except the main race.
The Retrovision Golden Nugget. Nathan Street for Gary Hall Senior. Drawn the pole there, second up, first up 9th. What did you make of that, and what can we expect tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's hard to get a gauge on his first run. While Junior's away and probably not listening, I can probably say this, but he'd probably definitely like to have that drive again on Nathan Street last week. Definitely wasn't.
I think he was still thinking about his passport.
His best that night, fair to say, and I can tell you very much that Senior agrees with my opinion on that one. So. Yeah, the barrier is certainly helpful when he's a very, very smart horse. Obviously had a lot of problems with him. He hasn't started for, it was nearly a year before last start, and yeah, just had some niggling problems with him 3 or 4 weeks ago that stopped us getting him right to be in the Nugget. Because if he was in the Nugget, he'd just about be our number 1 seed. He's very, very good, and he's got the right barrier tomorrow night, and I think he should be able to lead. And once he leads, I think he should win from there. If he puts his best foot forward, for sure.
Yeah, he's been in the stable for a while, hasn't he, Stewie? He just had too many issues with him.
Yeah, he came over nearly a year ago. Well, probably not a year ago, but earlier in the year, and he did a pedal bone, and he's been back from that, and he's had no dramas with that at all this time in, which is good, because sometimes they're hit and miss. But yeah, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, just got a couple of abscesses, and just things went wrong, and we weren't able to get him right to get him into the Nugget. Like I said, I think his ability was good enough to match up with the Nugget field. It just has timing. Didn't have enough timing outside.
I think Junior was still thinking about his passport. Was he on Nathan Street?
Oh, don't even start on that. What was I don't know what he was thinking. There was many things going on, and then his driver Nathan Street wasn't one of his thought processes, I don't believe.
Yes, well, I'm not qualified to comment on people's drives, but it wasn't his best. Let's just say it wasn't his best, that's for sure. So, race number 3, number 1, Nathan Street, been working well at home, Stu?
Yeah, very happy with him. It's probably why Senior was a bit disappointed with him last week. With the way that, obviously, don't want to harp on about it, but yeah, like I said, Junior would probably admit that it wasn't the best, and he was a bit disappointed the way he drove him, and we ended up finishing because he thought if he got him to the Nugget, he would be good enough because his work's been so good at home. And yeah, his work this week, shows that he's going well enough. So, and yeah, we're very happy with him, and like I said, I wouldn't be talking about him if he wasn't working any good like this. So yeah, I'm very confident that everything's right with him and that he should be showing his best foot forward, and that should be easily enough to win.
Well, if you can just hang on a minute, Stuart, I just got to fire up my Tab Touch account here and just make sure
he was $1.75 this morning.
He's
$1.50.
$1.50.
Spoke to Biggers and TC, and now he's $1.50. So someone must value my opinion.
Yeah, no. Well, we all do, Stu, believe you me. That's why I was straight onto the Tab app. Race number 4. This is a great race. This is the Barbagallo Lamborghini Norm's Daughter Classic, Group 2, over the 2,130 metres, and you're on a magnificent mare in Penny Black out of the very powerful Michael's Young stable, but you've got some surrounded by some good horses. How do we just go forward with Penny? That seems to be how she races best.
Yeah, she does race obviously very well doing that. I'm not sure the speed map early. I think Heavenly Gypsy's crossed sweep with me a couple of times now, but right next door to it, does it get across? Heavenly Gypsy, if it leads, it'll be very hard to beat in itself. Little Darling out by the seaside, they won't want to give up those 4 positions too easily, and yeah, we're sort of out there just waiting for it all to settle. So we'll just probably do that. Let them sort themselves out, see where they end up. If the speed stays on, they remain on. Then we know I've got the horse that's good enough that it can make a move late in the race if I end up having to go back early and I can't get in. But also know I've got the horse that I can sit out there, wait for them to settle and charge forward to the breeze, and from the breeze she'll be right in the finish either way. And yeah, you don't often get to pick up drives this good, especially in group races. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Yeah, very much.
Emily normally drives Heavenly Gypsy. Junior normally drives Penny Black, but did Emily get the choice of Heavenly Gypsy, or was she always going to drive her?
I think it's the other way around. So Emily usually drives Penny, and then Junior usually drives Heavenly Gypsy. Yeah, and then as far as I know, she got the choice.
There you go.
Yeah, Youngie messaged me. I think it was Wednesday morning. Said I'm going to put you on one of them. Just don't know what one yet. And I was like, hey, I'm happy. I'm happy either way. So yeah, and then Emily gets a choice. That horse, it was probably a little bit ordinary. Its first one, and then its second start was better, and last start it was very good. It has led and beat Magnificent Storm, even though Mag Storm might not have been its best that night. It did lead and go 154 and beat Mag Storm. So if it leads this race, it's going to be very hard to beat. And I'd imagine they envision themselves leading and being very hard to beat. Hence why she's decided to jump on that one.
Yep.
Now race 5, Stewie, is the Retrovision 4-year-old Golden Nugget. Is there any chance I could be up there on stage handing over the trophy to you?
Oh, there's definitely some sort of chance. I think I've got the horse that's good enough to win it. Barry Jaw was a bit of a killer. I had the choice of Franco Motu and Ultra Tribute, and it was between 8 and 12, which wasn't brilliant. So yeah, he's going super. His last run was super. Sitting in the breeze, and they ran a couple of 27 last quarters, and Franco Motu, I was in the 1-1 and only pulled off the top of the straight and only just beat him. And I think since then, Ultra Tribute somehow started working better. His last couple of track runs have been good. And yeah, he just seems to be sort of coming on at the right time. And yeah, the Barry Draw is a bit of a leveler, but I do think, with Golden Load drawn 1, he's a very good horse, Golden Load. I've been driving him the last few starts, but yeah, I'm not sure he's overly blessed with gate speed. He's got a little bit there, but this is a tough draw. Barrier 1 over 2,400 metres. It's a very hard barrier to lead from, and if you haven't got, sort of natural good gate speed, and this horse like Wave Rider and Better's Pride that do have really good gate speed, and I'd imagine they both have to be having a look at it. So that should put the speed on and make a genuine tempo. And after that, we can decide what we can do. He's versatile enough that I can certainly send him around to the breeze if it's available, or I can just wait till later in the race if they are going hard. So, yeah, very happy with the horse, very confident he's going at his best. And if there's any sort of genuine tempo or speed early, I'm positive he'll be right in the finish.
Yeah, over the 25-36, if there is some genuine tempo, 12's certainly not the worst in the field by a long shot.
He's got to run it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, no, as always, it's a good race, the Golden Nugget. So, looking forward to that on tomorrow night. Then we move to race number 7, the Barbagallo Ferrari NR60 Plus standing start on Tartan Robin for Gemma Hayman. There off the front. What's the thoughts there, Stu?
He goes all right, this horse. I have won a race on him before. If he stepped to the front, he'd run a really good race, but he hasn't probably got the respect to work his way to the front. He probably have to step very quickly and get there himself. But with a horse like Feeling Aces inside you, they're usually pretty reliable beginners, and I can't imagine they're going to want to hand up to me. But if he gets away safely and slots somewhere close, he's just probably a rough place chance. But if he led, I think he'd finish pretty close to him.
Oh well, good price there. So it could be worth something each way or the place in race number 8. Drawn the 12 again for Lara Brennan, Tri-Royale Brigade, over the 2,536 metres. Fairly even sort of field here.
Yeah, it certainly is. He's going super his last run in the stand behind Rock Artist and Star Casino. They're all, a lot classier than him. So the 10-year-old's doing a good job. Still punching around, and the barrier draw is not brilliant, but the 2,500 metres can level a few out, and I'm pretty confident he'll run it. Just a matter of getting some luck and running for him to be in the finish, probably. Yeah,
certainly very even, that's for sure. Race 9, not a great draw out there in barrier 8. Rolling down the river for Mike Beach. Has been in some pretty good form there. Like just looking there, probably the only thing against him is the barrier. But what are your thoughts there, Stu?
Yeah, I thought he was one of the better driver of the night for me. I was pretty confident that he could win this race. It's not a great field. It's only a mile. I have drawn 8, but I think there's a scratching now, so I'm into barrier 7, and so that makes it only a 9-horse field. So we'll settle him in early. It doesn't really matter where he settled. If the Honours win a couple of starts ago, he can do a bit of work. So, yeah, I think in this sort of field, he's going to be pretty hard to beat, to be honest. I thought he could really win that race. Even from out there, he's going really well. His last start, he was just way too close to the speed. They burnt early and then they rolled along the whole way, and he sat 1-1, which is just a little bit too close to it because the winners come from back in the field, and they were nice horses as well, and I'm a believer, so I wasn't too worried about that run last start. This is the right sort of field for him, and like I said, I'm not too worried about the barrier because I think there's a little bit of tempo here, and it's only the mile, and it's only a small field, so I'm pretty confident that he can run a really big race, and I think he actually should be hard to beat.
Certainly, still at a very nice price. Opening price was $5.50 into $3.70, so still a very nice price there, and will help as we get towards the end of the night. And to round out the night, you're on one of the Bond horses, a Rumble Strip in the last over 21.30. Once again drawn out there in barrier 8, but once again another pretty even field, Stu.
Yeah, he's a nice enough horse. I was a little bit disappointed with him in the Derby. He doesn't sort of possess like just natural gate speed. And when you really ask, I had to really ask him to burn out to try hold Lincoln Lou early over 2,500 metres. And I think sometimes when those horses don't have that natural speed early and you really ask him to burn, I think it takes a lot out of him. And I think that's just probably what cost him. Whereas if he had drawn a barrier where he could have rolled to the front, I think then he would have gone a lot better. And then running fourth wasn't that terrible after the lead time, but it was just the fact that Faking It was able to sit outside of him, pull hard, and beat him home. And Faking It's a very nice filly, but didn't really be able to do that, which probably means that he went a little bit unders. So, obviously he's backed up well and pulled up well since the run. Otherwise, he wouldn't be starting. So, it's a tough draw, but I know the horse has got plenty of ability. So, it's going to be interesting to see how the races run. Whether Control the Room can step up to this grade even from the barrier is going to be a bit of an ask. So, it'll depend on how the races run. And if he shows his best foot, puts his best foot forward and shows his best, there's no reason why he can't be right in the finish and win a race like this.
We're certainly very busy tomorrow night at Gloucester Park. You've got plenty of drives and got plenty of good drives. If I had to give you $2, so you had one each way, what would it be on, what's your best?
Oh, my best would be Nathan Street, but I reckon, Rolling Down the River is the better price. So,
yep,
multi them up.
I like it.
Get greedy, multi them up.
You're on Talking Trots, so you're guaranteed a double. We've just got to find out which one.
They're the two.
Oh, yeah, that's the two.
And then you can throw Magnificent Storm in there at $1.03 for some odds boost if you like.
A bit of percentage.
Yeah,
that's what we like.
Better percentage. Yeah, I think you'll be winning by as far as Aiden lets him go.
Beautiful. Stuart, as always, great to chat to you. You've been a wealth of knowledge as always. Thanks for coming on our final show. Really appreciate it, and good luck tomorrow night.
No dramas at all. Thank you very much, guys. Hopefully I do get that luck.
Yeah, good. Yes. Good luck. Stuart McDonald there, who's got some really good drives, seems confident on a couple.
Sure does.
Tell you what, Penny Black, she's done it before against a very similar field and just rotted him.
That's a great field. Great race, great field. And her draw just made it a bit more interesting.
Yeah. Great night racing. And we're going to get into it as well after the break with Bomber Hill, who's got a deep dive into a few races. Seems pretty confident as well from the email.
Yep.
He's really warming to one in the Retrovision Golden Nugget.
He is, yes.
So we'll do a deep dive. No multi, though, apparently.
No.
We might have to do him a multi.
But we've got the one there from Stewie.
Got one. We'll give him one.
Yeah, got one from Stewie, so that was good. No, Stu very upbeat about a few there, which
very
was
well.
Good. No, he's good, Stu.
Drives great. Doing a great
job.
Does. All right. Now, that first guess was brought to you by Retrovision, the sponsor of the Golden Nugget, and your local WA electrical appliance specialist, where RAC members receive an additional 5% every day, Morts, and we're coming up to Black Friday, our favourite day of the year. Well, my favourite day of the year.
It certainly is.
I don't know about you, though. it's just chaos.
It's retail. The one thing to remember, Michael, is with our 60-day price promise.
Yes.
I say this to people. Had somebody the other day from the harness industry wanted to buy a TV. I'll wait for the Black Friday sale. I said, well, you can. I said, well, you can buy this one, which is the one you want to buy, and if it's cheaper in Black Friday, we refund you 120% of the difference. So you can't lose. And you'd actually be sitting at home going, oh, I hope this goes down. You get 120% of the difference. So you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you buy it today and you see it cheaper within 60 days, we'll give you 120% back.
How far away is Black Friday?
2.5 weeks.
There we go.
So this will cover Black Friday and post Christmas. So
Boxing Day.
Don't wait. Get into your local Retrovision store and
beat the rush.
Correct, because Michael will be out shopping.
For sure will.
On
sure will.
Black Friday. Yeah. I'm sure Ollie will be out there as well.
Yeah.
Picking up a few bargains.
Yep. Sure will. Can't wait for it. Great day. Great day. One of the greatest inventions of American consumer.
Just gone crazy, though.
Isn't it?
And it's just getting longer and longer.
Well, it is.
Longer.
It's like it started out Friday, then it got to the weekend, and now it's just a week.
A week, and it's probably going to get to 2 weeks very soon. Jeez. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, make sure you go and see Retrovision, or go online, retrovision.com.au.
Absolutely.
New Mazda.
Yep, I love it. We got it from Bayswater Mazda.
I keep hearing great things about them.
They're fantastic to deal with. Great people, great coffee too.
At Bayswater Mazda, you'll always be well looked after. Visit the team today and find the best drive-away deals on new Mazdas and pre-owned vehicles. Driving is better with Bayswater Mazda.
So's the coffee.
Go and see Bayswater Mazda at the corner of Guildford and Garrett Road, Bayswater. DL 25174.
Well, so often we talk about the ladies going so well in the sport now. Denny Roberts is as good a driver in Australia. Emily driving so well. Madison driving Group 1 winners everywhere. Abby Vidovich is one of the most promising drivers in Australia, and it's all on the back of trailblazers that set it up, Morts.
Correct.
Particularly in the late 70s here in WA in Gloucester Park with the likes of Doc Parker and also Janice Keelan, but one of the real trailblazers and one of the first 3 women to be licensed to drive against men is a lady that comes to Gloucester Park every Friday night and I'm pleased to welcome her to the program today for our final show. What better way to finish our guests with one of the trailblazers of harness racing WA? I speak of Wendy Dixon. Wendy, welcome to Talking Trots.
Thank you very much for having me, Michael, and Glenn, it's wonderful. Thank you. No,
we're really pleased to have you on the show. I know Mortz has been talking about it for quite some time, and I'm really glad that we can get you on. But you're amongst the first three to get licensed with Janice Keelan and Dot Cushing, who's now Dot Parker, in 77, 78. What was that like? It must have been, you must have been pushing almost a century of racing norms.
Yeah, it was marvellous. We'd been driving in trials in ladies' race, gymkhana type fairs, and driving at trials at Byford every week. And it was just the next transition to fulfilling our dreams, really. We knew we were capable of going that far, so it was amazing to be able to be licensed and to drive.
And Wendy, what were the males like? How did they treat How did they treat you? Did they treat you with respect? Did they treat you like one of them, or what was the feeling amongst you and the males that you competed against?
Well, I think on the whole they were all pretty good, really. You had to prove yourself. That was the whole point. You couldn't take a backward step. You just had to hang in there and just be strong and drive to your capabilities, and hopefully you got there.
And it was the halcyon days as well, Wendy. Like, some of the greatest names in harness racing were the late 70s.
Oh, absolutely. There was such good drivers around, and they gave you no quarter. They didn't, just because you're a girl, it didn't make any difference. You had to just be strong and drive as best as you could.
And you obviously did that, and as Michael said, you were one of the first 3 licensed women. You won the Tattersalls ladies bracelet in a non-betting race. Geez, I didn't realise I had those. It must have been
wouldn't
part
happen
of
today.
But today down at Richmond Raceway, I had some fond memories of Richmond Raceway. I'm sure you do as well, Wendy.
Oh, we used to work there, work our horses there as our training track and down the beach. But, that was quite an honour. The first one I won at Bunbury, the first ladies' race I ever had, actually, in 1972. That was quite a buzz too. There were several of us girls. I think there was 8 or 9 of us in that race, and that was great. It went off really well.
That was September of 1978, and then you're the first to drive a city winner.
Yes, I was the first in the ladies' race, and first in the country, then first in the Metropolitan.
And was that timely hostess for Bill Duffy?
That was correct. Yeah, I was lucky enough to drive her. She's a really good horse, and Phil Kilson actually stood down off the horse. He was a regular driver, and he was kind enough to let me step in on that day, and it was wonderful.
Geez, you just mentioned the name there, one of the all-time greats, and Phil Coulson, and you think back to that sort of era, and the Kersleys and the Warwicks and the Schraders. It was just the absolute. You must have been surrounded by the who's who of harness racing.
Absolutely, and my mentor Max Johnson, well, he drove Satinova and Royal Shadow as an 18-year-old in a trotting cup. So I mean, they were all different in those days. They were purely horsemen, I think. Now a lot of them are really good range people, but maybe not an overall horseman like they used to be in the older days, I should imagine.
You drove a lot for Max Johnson, and as you said, he had Satinova, and we've all.
Well, he drove Satinova.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he drove Satinova.
Yeah. For Joss.
Yeah, we all have good. That's right. We all have good memories of that. That's for sure. Was he your biggest influence in the sport, Wendy?
I think so. My dad had a horse, but only one horse, and then my eldest sister, because we only had the one going around, she used to help him with that. So I went over across the road and started riding as 10 or 11-year-old at Johnson's. Yeah, so I've started then and never stopped.
And the best horse you've seen race?
Oh, gee.
You might have raced against a couple.
That's a big one, eh? Probably Mount Eden, I reckon.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to go past. There's certainly been some really good ones. Now, September 1992, Bunbury, you won the Doug Sutton Stakes over 2,130 metres and a horse called Karingai Chase at 33 to 1. 33 to 1, good grief. But that brings back memories. But Wendy, you caused a false start. I hate to say it, but you won the race by 10 metres, going 2:05.2. Though it's an amazing sport when you look at those times then and you look at the times now. Absolutely. It's just incredible, isn't it? How quick they go these days. And they're getting quicker.
They are, and I tell you what, Wendy, it must give you it must fill you with pride to see these young lady reinsmen coming through and being at the elite level and the best drivers going out there in Denny Roberts, Emily Madison, and now, the likes of young Abby coming through. You must be proud of you virtually set it up with Dot and a few others leading the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so proud of the girls and Jocelyn Young. She's a terrific driver as well.
Yeah, Jocelyn. Oh, there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
We when I first started, I had 12 drives and won 6, but it took me 3 months.
Yeah.
Like now they can do that in a day.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and earn money and drive really, really good horses, and they deserve the drives too, because they're competing as well as any girls in Australia, anywhere, I think, our girls.
Well, any driver.
I'm so proud of them.
Any driver in Australia, I think, Wendy.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's no difference now between male and female. Like, you don't even think about it.
No. Absolutely
not at all. People don't think when they have a bet whether it's a girl or a bloke driving, they just like who drives, and it's wonderful.
And you must have been so happy to see Jamie Mellon win a Melbourne Cup and become the first female to win the Caulfield Melbourne Cup double.
That was awesome. I couldn't have been as proud. She was just terrific. I mean, to do the double, that's even more amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, just the names you rattled off then, and of course Karen Manning at the absolute top there. But some of the winners you drove over your time, Wendy: Scottish Parade, Sporting Patch, Binawara, Fast Jazz. Any one in particular that you drove that really stands out?
I think San Lisa, because I own part of her as well, and what should I say? Scottish Parade was she was a good type, because we got her she was what you called a 28 front then, like more a non-TAB horse. Yeah. And I worked her up, and I used to take her to the beach, and it just changed. She wasn't a champion, but she was just a nice going horse. Used to drive horses for Nelson Express for Nancy Watson. They were never really drove any champions, but they were just good, honest horses,
Yeah. Yep, and you drove a couple, Bill Duffy, Dan Miller.
Yep.
And some of the tracks you drove at, which don't exist nowadays, like Cunderton, York, which was like a 20-cent piece. It was always round. Richmond Raceway, which was just a standout. And then, of course, Harvey as well. So you've certainly driven at some of the a lot of the tracks, and some which don't even exist today.
Exactly. It was quite a buzz. I didn't care where I went. I just liked driving, and didn't matter what the horse was. It's all experience. You always think, well, they might have a good one day that you might get a drive on, so you just go around and do your best what you can on them. And Williams and that were very tight tracks too. That was, well, it still are, Yes. It hasn't changed much.
Yeah. And you finished in 1992. Any reason you stopped driving? Did you just come to the end of your career?
Money.
Money. There you go.
Well, you didn't.
I had to get a real job, boys. I had to get a real job.
You didn't have anything on at the 33 to 1 then, by the sounds of it, Wendy. For
Nah. I'm not even now. I'm not a very good punter, I can tell you. I'd never make money out of betting, that's for sure.
but you still come every Friday night. You go to a lot of race meetings.
Absolutely, we go to Gloucester Park every Friday with my sister Rosalind. And we just enjoy the company of the crowd that we've met, including you guys. And it's good fun, and it's an outing, and we go sometimes to Pinjarra and country meetings, and sometimes to the gallops as well. It's good fun.
Yeah, it was good talking to your sister the other night, and found out that she was with Rinai and with Retrovision, and just that whole. Just had a really, really good chat to her. How do you find harness racing these days, Wendy? Obviously, a bit like yourself, grew up through that Richmond Raceway, Mount Eden, sort of era, and like anything, there's been change, but how do you find change these days? You still enjoy coming to the trots just as much as you did many years ago?
Oh, absolutely. I enjoy watching, all the drivers go around, good drivers, and just the horses. I love the horses. I would never have given up driving if it was financially viable like it is now. Like you can make a living out of driving now, but we couldn't them days. But just the involvement of the sport in just the carts. The carts have changed drastically since I drove.
Yeah.
And the speed at which the horses are going, and the longevity of some of the horses and the drivers, like Chris Lewis, he's a wonderful driver still.
Yep.
And always show ability, and it's just wonderful. We just need get more young people there, I think.
And you're still associated with a few stables. You've Greg and Sky Bond, you were guest of theirs last week.
Yes, we love their company, and we love their horses. They always look so wonderful and well cared for, and race so well. And there's lots of people that we're enjoying their company, and it's terrific. It's a good outlet for everyone. More people should go to the trots.
I agree.
Oh, look, we agree, and your friends, Sky and Greg Bond from Team Bond, wonderful people, and just a couple of many. There's plenty of lovely people that we've all been lucky enough to meet, be it drivers, owners, or trainers. So I agree with you, Wendy. We need to get more people down to Gloucester Park on a Friday night. That's for sure.
Absolutely, and the camaraderie that you have there, people can't get it anywhere else. It's quite wonderful.
Certainly is.
No, we love having you there every Friday night, Wendy, and your lovely sister Rosalind. Look, really great talking tonight, Wendy. Thank you for taking the time, and we really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Glenn, as well. It's wonderful, and keep Retrovision. We need sponsors as well.
We sure do.
That we do. Thank you.
Thanks, Wendy.
Thanks.
See you tomorrow night.
Guys.
See you tomorrow night. Bye-bye. Wendy Dixon there.
She's a ripper.
Rosalind, they're always together.
Yep. No,
here every Friday night. There's a standing booking for them in Stilos.
They love it. No, it's good. Really good to have a chat. And the last win, she started at 33-1, caused a false start. That could have been part of the tactic, Michael.
It could have
won
by 10 metres.
Have more on
in 2:05.
There we go. But
it was
great chatting. You've been organising this for the past 6 or 8 weeks, Morts, and it's really good.
It's good getting, like we've had, Liam Elliott and Abby Vidovich. It's really good to get some of the young people on, but it's also just as good to get some of the people that have, been around and lived through a lot of the different, decades of harness racing and still turn up every Friday night.
What a year to debut in, like 78, like would have been against the cream of the crop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Greatest of all time. Virtually, there's so many of them in the Hall of Fame that would have been racing at that stage.
Yeah. And, back in those days, you didn't have to be so politically correct. I imagine a woman...
it would have been tough.
It would have been tough.
I think Wendy was a bit polite to to some of the guys, I think. But,
what a ripper. It was good. Really enjoyed it.
Indeed. And thanks to Alan Parker as well. As we mentioned before. Gave us the stats, gave us all the information. He's such a... and what would we do without him? Honestly.
He's great.
He's in the middle of doing all the pedigrees at the moment for every yearling sale in Australia.
Yeah, saw the note you sent through with...
Yeah.
One that he dug out. the 2-year-old.
Yeah, there was a 2-year-old half to Rolling Fire that have won yesterday, that he just keeps on going and that he keeps updating and stuff like that. So
he's a marvel. He's great.
Sends through all those quirky things, and he actually sent one. He sent an interesting thing through, and we're going to talk about Junior later. But every one of the winners of the World Drivers races have gone personal best times or career best times. They can't be personal best times because they're horses. They're not a person. But career best times, and some by a couple of seconds. It's just a matter of some of these good drivers are jumping on and just...
This makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so it's just a just one of those little tidbits that Alan sends through every week, and does. I don't know what we'd do without Alan. And obviously, his lovely wife, Dot, was at the forefront with Wendy Dixon.
Yeah, no. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and have really created this for the drivers now that are really top shelf.
Yeah,
which we've mentioned before. So
it's interesting. Like you look at a race now, and it's totally irrelevant whether it's a male or a female driver.
Yeah,
it's just totally irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly. Now that segment, our guest there was brought to you by Steel Blue Boots, built for comfort, made for work. Well over 700 stockists nationwide. Our man Ross Fitzgerald over in Germany at the moment. He's only for about 3 days, and then he's home.
Yeah, probably had to go and pick up a couple of items and come back.
Come back.
Yeah, new pair of shoes.
But they're a mark of true skill, and you can view the whole range of premium work boots at steelblue.com.
They are Australia's leading supplier of work boots. You've got to think about that, particularly in our state with the...
FIFOs. But even,
They are Australia's leading supplier, built for comfort, made for work, designed for comfort, durability and choice, backed by a 30-day, 100% comfort guarantee. And have you heard the great man's latest radio ad?
Dennis Lilly's?
Yeah?
Yeah, they're so good.
Like the when people take their boots off, and it's the when they put their Steel Blues on. Very clever.
Isn't it great to hear DK back again?
Yeah, it's good.
And Ross tells me, walks in, one take. Doesn't need any, he just walks in, gets it to the second, one take, he's just unbelievable, the great DK.
Professionals like ourselves, Michael.
I was terrible at doing those sort of things. Take 4, take 5. And I've got to say, thanks to all our sponsors, Steel Blue.
Yep.
We got to mention them all. Retrovision, we've mentioned before, Snooze. Loans 123 have been with us from the start. Back when SEN, when we started on SEN all those years ago, was it 2018, 2019?
Yeah, it's 6.5 years.
And Bayswater Mazda the same. They were with us from the start.
A couple of weeks ago, I was, I think the great man thought I was probably stalking him.
Yeah.
I was having the worst couple of weeks in the punt. It didn't matter. Back them each way. They run, the old they run.
Yeah, fourth. Yeah.
You get the first, 2 or 3, and the $1.21 is the one that misses out.
Yeah, that's why they love the multis.
And I'm going, where's the nude nut? Where's the great man, Steve Sell?
But thanks to all our sponsors, Morts, they've been along for the whole journey. No doubt, if we do move somewhere else, they'll be with us.
They'll stick with us.
Yeah.
We're getting a pay rise.
Yeah, percentage.
Oh, I love that.
Percentage. Donald Trump's percentage.
Yeah.
Decreased by 1,000%. I wish we did decrease by 1,000%. I don't know whether he knows how maths work.
I don't think he's that.
But you can't decrease less than 100%. You can increase by more than 100%. But you can't. But he hasn't worked that out.
No,
anyway.
and he probably won't.
Unless if he hasn't done it now, he hasn't.
Unless he's listening to the podcast.
We're going to get tariffed.
Yeah. He might go, geez, that bloke in Perth could be right.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not saying that. Although I do hear he listens.
He would never admit it.
He does listen.
No, I'm not surprised.
He's sitting there when Milani's not talking to him.
Yeah.
Now, the Tab Touch Group 1 rankings came out, the Pacing Cup rankings. Do you want me to run through them for you?
Yeah, I actually haven't. When did they come out, Michael?
They came out yesterday, the day before.
I haven't had
Ollie, yesterday, the day before. Have you looked at them?
It was yesterday, yeah.
There we go. Let me go through it. Now, there's also automatic entries. There's the James Brennan, which is coming up. The JP Stratton, as you would expect, but they would be automatic entries. Now, the Navy Cup the week before the Pacing Cup is also automatic entry, and also the Golden Nugget winner is ballot exempt as well, which is really good, I think. Now, 1, Mr. Smarty, no surprises there. Minstrel number 2, no surprises. Magnificent Storm 3, I think.
They were absolute locks.
And you could probably interchange them, and I don't think there's any.
No.
I don't. They're by far the best 3.
Yep.
4 is Gee, He's a Sport. 5, you'll be glad this horse is. He's not on the precipice like he has been the last couple, which is ludicrous. Mighty Ronaldo.
And
deserves to be that 5th spot. Captain Ravishing 6. Better Eclipse 7, so 2 imports into the state. Bricky's Dream 8, which is really well deserved the way he's going. Laveridge 9. Never Ending 10. Swing Band 11. Lusaka's 12, but I think he will not be there next round if my mail is correct. Artie by the Seaside 13. Armour X Factor 14. Hampton Banner 15, who we haven't seen for a while.
No.
Penny Black, the mare, she's 16. San Real, who we haven't seen for a little bit, obviously holds the record for the mile at Pinjarra. He's 17. Menemsha 18. Otis 19. Rolling Fire rounds out the 20.
Interesting.
What do you think? I think Menemsha's probably lower than what it should be from his record. End up winning a Group 3 2 starts ago.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
He's 2, 3, and 4-year-old career were super, and so I would probably.
But I guess it's that.
I would have had him up. He's a Group 3 winner 2 starts ago, or whatever he was. Like an open Group 3. It's not a age-restricted Group 3.
Yep.
I'm a little bit surprised Never Ending. I know he's your horse and a big supporter, but 10. I think it's probably more on reputation than anything else.
Michael, it is on reputation.
Hasn't won for 12 months or so?
More than that. Yeah.
Before that, he did win 2 Group 3s in that time, that space of time, and then he hasn't. Yeah. But we haven't seen him much either. He's had issues.
No. So.
But yeah, even maybe. I don't know whether Otis should be higher up. He was sort of in the mix last year, but I'm not too sure. But obviously, Better Eclipse and Captain Ravishing, Better Eclipse, and Captain Ravishing, they've come over with big reputation. And Better Eclipse has won a Victoria Cup and all that sort of stuff, but probably hasn't shown his best for 6 or 7 months.
But they're pretty high up.
Very high up.
Very high up.
So, interesting.
Yeah, it is. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
But
where's Rolling Fire?
20.
Yeah,
but I think a few will come out.
Could probably be a couple of spots higher.
Yeah, I'm not blueing Rolling Fire. No. But automatic entry James Brennan, automatic entry Stratton Cup, automatic entry Nugget, Navy Cup. So, but there you go. And it's meant to obviously create a bit of... Now what's really interesting, here you go. So Artie by the Seaside is ranked 13 there. Penny Black is ranked 16. Penny Black is the number 1 seed for the Mayor's Classic, but she won the qualifying race. So that's why she's number 1 seed.
Yeah.
She was number 2 behind Artie by the Seaside. Heavenly Gypsy 3. Little Darling, Wonderful to Fly. It's pretty much what you've got in the Norm's Daughter. Interesting. Copycat Queen with Aiden had the choice of obviously the Golden Nugget, Norm's Daughter, Mayor's Classic, and gone for the Golden Nugget. I suppose you only get one crack at the Golden Nugget.
Oh, you do.
The Mayor's races, you can come back and race in them next year. So,
correct.
But she's Copycat Queen, obviously
drawn well.
Yeah, and she's 6th in that. Probably could have been 4th. But I mean, you're blowing over 4th to 6th, you're in, so it doesn't matter. I don't think you don't blow over being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because you're in. It doesn't matter where you are.
Just glad to see.
But there you go.
Mighty,
but interesting.
Mighty Ronaldo in that,
and deserved because ludicrous. The last couple of times they've done rankings, and he's like
last few years
12
he's been
13.
on
He keeps on
yeah.
running places and winning cups.
He's run 3rd in the last 2 pacing cups, I think.
Yeah. Anyway,
no, it's good. look, it certainly makes
But also
it
let you know where you are. That's the main thing.
You know what you got to do to get in.
100%. 100%. There you go. Now, I think it's time to take a break. Or
tomorrow morning on the
the gold.
GP
I keep on forgetting that. We've got to do it early before we lose all our listeners.
That's what I'm thinking. Most of them are gone.
Yeah, listen
They heard Wendy and they're off.
Yeah, they've had. I've listened to the whole show now. I don't need to listen to anything else.
Got the doubles, got the trebles, got all that. Got Wendy. I'm out of here.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Stick a fork in me. I've finished.
Yeah. So Denny Roberts.
Another trailblazer.
We've had some amazing women drivers. Denny's one, of course.
And I'd like to thank everyone who's come on the show. If we've asked anyone, I don't think we've got too many knockbacks.
I don't think we've had any.
The only time they've knocked us back is if they couldn't do it at the time.
Yeah, they were busy or something.
Couldn't do it.
But most have just straight away.
And a couple have actually changed things for us.
Yeah.
So they could do it. Ryan Bella's done that a couple of times for us.
They haven't had to think. They've just, you asked them, they go, no problem.
Yep, same as Aiden's gotten a haircut.
Yeah.
Still do it for us.
Yeah.
But really thank the industry for supporting us and coming on. The Halls, Bonds, every time we ask them. They're very powerful.
Yep, he's always he's a good laugh.
Yeah,
he's good.
So thank you to everyone who's ever come on the show and who support us, Morts.
Yeah. Who knows? We may be back again, Michael.
We've risen like Lazarus before.
Yes, we have. That we have.
You never know. If Mort's good at negotiating, we might be back. If he's not,
well, I've asked for 100% increase, so that could be my problem.
Yeah. It's also, is it the guy that looks after our sponsorship? Then I'm tipping he wants. We might get it across the line just to get the urn across the line.
Yeah. Surely there's got to be a bottle.
We need a job for Ollie. That's what we need. We need to look after Ollie and give Bomber something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Did you ever get a bottle of wine off?
No.
SEN never gave you one?
Nothing. Not a thing.
No?
No.
Tab Touch have never
Didn't even get a thank you.
No, we didn't.
No. Not even a thank you.
Did we get a coffee? We might have got a coffee one day.
No.
No, and
nothing from nothing from Rawa.
No, nothing.
No. Timmy Walker was always very kind enough to give me some tickets when I wanted to go to the races or something, which was good.
Good man.
That was it.
Good man. And thanks to guys like Silky that have filled in.
He's been wonderful. Yeah, he's filled in on many occasions. Ollie, yep.
Everyone.
Filled in on many occasions, and
we've still got a couple of segments to go, so we better not say goodbye yet. All right, as we go to the break, we mentioned Copycat Queen had the choice of two. Aiden De Campo, the informed Aiden De Campo,
just incredible,
decided to go to the Golden Nugget, and the week before he won the Golden Nugget Prelude to make sure he's going to get in. As we go to the break, here is one of the best mares in the state, one of the best 4-year-olds in the state, and she's going around in the Nugget tomorrow night.
Talking Trots for Snooze, Cannington and Coburn. It's amazing what a little snooze can do.
Copycat Queen at burst clear from Dawson giving chase. Copycat Queen in front. Dawson can't get there, and it's Copycat Queen from Dawson, and Copycat Queen has beaten Dawson, a terrific run. Third, right on the line, is Chasing Rex Fly. Sterling, belly up is out very wide, but coming to the turn on the inside. Rumble Strip is just in front of on the outside, faking it, and here comes Runkle Crunch and De Campo. Could he win another big race? De Campo, he's coming hard with Runkle Crunch racing up 28-2 third quarter, and Runkle Crunch has raced up and taken the lead from Rumble Strip. Battling on is faking it. Captain Sterling is late with When in Vegas, but a brilliant win in the Derby to Runkle Crunch and a big.
Could he win another race, Richie? Did he have to ask? It was like and you saw him looming after extricating 3 fence. Just great peg drive in a 2,500 metre race.
Particularly, as we know, 3-year-olds over 25 can just get a stitch down the back, and a couple did, and Aiden was perfectly poised to get the right run and win.
Yep, and a good performance as well, because I think he's had a few issues with the horse and just got it right on the night, which is a great training performance.
Just stable is just in unbelievable form.
Yeah, aren't they? Isn't it?
Just winning them from every, it doesn't matter where.
No, indeed. Just continues to dominate. All right. Now, Morts, this is our newest sponsor, but they sponsor this segment. Snooze, Cannington and Coburn for our man Lane.
Tomic. Yep.
And tell you what, they are the only place to go for any bedding requirements, whether it's a bed, frame, all the accessories. Go and see Lane Tomic at Cannington and Coburn. They'll look after you.
Yeah, because they do the whole lot, Michael. They've got, as you said, they've got the bedroom frames, the furniture. They've got, everything you need. 40 months interest free if we don't tip you into some winners and you're a little bit stretched. 40 months interest free. All the good brands, Sealy, Slumberland, Temper, just got the lot. And the Tomic family, as we know, great people. They love harness racing, so get down there and see Lane and the team and just say you heard it on Talking Trots, and there's a massive discount straight up.
Yep, he'll look straight after, particularly if you say, listen to the last show.
Yeah.
He'll go, is it finishing? Anyway. All right, let's get into it. We've got a big meeting to get into. We've got a preview. Deep dive 4 races with our main man, Scott Bomber Hill, who's just got back from Melbourne, as I welcome you into the program. Bomber, welcome. Are you back from Melbourne yet?
No, I'm actually arrived in Perth, ready for tomorrow night, on the way back to Broome. But, just massive 5-6 days in Melbourne. And, Derby Day, fantastic. And Melbourne Cup Day, great. And, great place to be at that time of year, that's for sure.
And you come to Gloucester Park tomorrow night for Italian night featuring the Retrovision Golden Nugget, and you're in a primo team for the Tab Touch Punters Club. Silky Moore, Ollie Cownie, yourself. Do you need 3 others? I don't know whether you need them. Have you got 3 others? Ollie, who else is in the team?
I actually don't know. Glenn,
you're a ringer.
The 3 of it, I'm pretty sure he's got a full team, but they're the only know Ollie and Glenn on the table, so we'll get a surprise tomorrow night.
Hayden King was supposed to be in it, but he's been called away. He's got to do the parade ring interviews.
Matt Young's got to go to Bunbury.
Yeah, so... Sheep Fuller. Sheep Fuller's on there. Matt Fuller.
Matt Fuller.
Matt Fuller's former rugby league great.
Oh, yeah.
Used to host the show on Sport FM with the great James Sully Sullivan.
Oh, okay, yep.
The Sheep. Oh, yep. Good supporter. He's a good man, Sheep. He'll look after you. So, no, it's a pretty strong table.
Looking forward to it.
I can't wait.
Should be a cracker.
Can't wait till you're all doing the form and working out how to have the 50 on this race and dissecting it. I think there's going to be...
You don't all agree.
That's
right.
What
I'm looking forward to.
That's right. Well, Ollie will be trying to put in Michael Youngs or Liam Elliott. Is it Liam Elliott driving, or he's out? He's at Bunbury, so that helps. That helps the team there because Ollie will want to put a Liam Elliott in there.
Yeah.
So Silky will want to put every Hall horse in. Ollie will want to put every young horse in.
Correct.
Who are you aligned with, Bomber? Have you got to stay?
I don't have any affiliation. I'm down the middle, so we could end up with 3 different ones.
Yeah. All right, it's going to be interesting conversation. Just loiter around because I'm tipping. If you're walking past, you'll be able to hear exactly what they're saying because it could get very heated and loud.
I think so.
So there we go. All right. Always appreciate it, Bomber. We're going to get straight in. There's a couple that actually you said you're warming to, but we're going to start off with the Barbagallo Maserati Pace, race number 2 here at Gloucester Park. And let's have a look at the Tab Touch market. We've got Siengdi. Is that how you pronounce it? Sieng?
Michael, I've got no idea.
Siengdi.
$3, $3.70 back to $3.20. American Cruise 71. Me Flash $5. It wouldn't be a show without me getting one. Just completely wrong. So we're going out on as normal. Just a complete slaughter job. Major Freeway $7 to $4.80 for Stewie McDonald. Captain Confetti 23, Thompson Bay 23, Sugar Street $7.50 in from 14. Cold Hard Cash 13, Illawong Mustang at 23, Scratch the 10, Little Happy Fella $10 in to $6, and Cordero, the old fella, $16 to $9. I reckon Cordero I've mentioned virtually every show in the past 6 years. But anyway, he's rounding out the race at $9 from 16. Bomber, which way are we starting with race number 2?
Yeah, with Little Happy Fella, he's not a horse that wins out of turn, that's for sure, but he's in pretty good form. He's a bit of a one-trick pony. He won't get involved early, but I think this is a race where there looks to be three genuine sort of horses that want to push forward and, if not find the lead, race right up on the speed. So I think there could be plenty of speed on, and he's been running some really good sectionals off the track of late, and hopefully he can poke through on the rails here tomorrow night and find a few gaps and be pretty strong late.
Well, this is the Barbagallo Maserati Mobile Start Pace, and don't think there's any Maseratis in this one, Michael, but Little Happy Fella for Debbie Padberg. Once it does get in the groove, Bomber tends to put a couple together, driven there by Jack Culligan, which is good to see Jack staying over here in WA and getting some good drives. Race number 2, horse number 11. What's the staking plan, Bomber?
Yeah, he's a one-unit bet. He's a horse that does require his share of luck, but this is the type of race he bobs up in.
Yep.
All right, there we go. In kicking off with race number 2. Now we move to race number 5. This is a big one of the night. It's the Retrovision Golden Nugget. Group 1, 200,000 for the 4-year-olds. What a race it is. What a race it's been. And looking forward to this edition. And let's have a look at the Tab Touch market. We have Golden Load. Drawn the pole. 440 to 275 holds the call.
440 to 275.
They put up 420, touch 440 into 275 holds the call.
Fair move.
Copycat Queen, the mare, the very good mare, $4.20, pretty solid. Wave Rider, $18. Menemsha, open 13, touch 23, back into 15. Better's Pride at 34. Dawson, who ran great first up for Ray Williams in the prelude last week. $26 to 81, back into 51. My Lightning Banner at $91. Franco Motu, $8 they put up, drifted alarmingly to $26. 9 Turaloo outside the front line, $31.
26, I'd be going out and counting the legs, Michael.
Well, I think the barrier draw didn't help, and Stewie driving the other one. Inside the back line, Just Call Me Mickey, who has probably been the market leader for most of the Golden Nugget betting, but inside the back line off the back of an average run, open $4, touch 5, back to 4. Chasing Rexford Jr., no doubt watching in New Zealand after he's driving at Addington tomorrow, $51. An Alta Tribute for Stewie McDonald. He's at $11. This is a good race. It's an even race. Bomber, this crop of 4-year-olds been pretty even right the way through from their 2-year-olds into 3 and now into 4. Which way are you going with the Retrovision Golden Nugget?
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Rads. And the draw was always going to be important. It's probably played a big part of the reason I'm with Golden Load and pretty keen at that. The more I look at the race, the more I just think he'll be the leader from the pole. And his 2 lead-up runs have been as good as any in the race. And with any luck, he could have won, particularly last start. And he's as genuine as they come with an outstanding front-running record. And I think Denny will just hold him up underneath them into the first turn, rate him perfectly. And I'm just finding it hard to find anything to beat him, to be honest. He's just going to get a really good run in front, I think, and I just think he'll be too good.
Interesting race, Bomber. That's certainly plenty of chances, that's for sure, and there'll be a little bit happening early. But Golden Load for Team Bond, drawn the 1. Denny Roberts on board. What are we staking here, Bomber, at $2.75 currently?
Yeah, 3 units bought, so I'm really keen. I didn't expect to probably be able to be this keen about one in the race, but the more I go through the videos, the more boxes he ticks.
Oh, very good.
Could be the Punters Club bet for the team. Yeah. Golden Load.
I'm going to take a bit of steering off this one, that's for sure.
Silky be stumping up for Alta Tribute. All right, we're going to take a break here. Now, race number 3. We spoke to Stewie before in Nathan Street, but I tell you what, Morts, this is a pretty strong race. Even though he's drawn pole, he's at $1.50 in from 175, I think they bet. But I tell you what, Opal Hunter's been going really, really well. He's at $7, drawn 4. Blazing Reactor, we're about to talk about in a second. He's at $12. Rock Artist at $9 outside the front line.
Hillview Bondi is always a go.
Hillview Bondi, who, just tough as old boots, just keeps on putting in. And we've also got Soho Moonraker inside the back line. But I'm going to talk about Blazing Reactor. Was that Abby's first Metro double last week?
Could have been the first Metro double.
Friday night
she'd
Metro
won on
double.
Blazing Reactor before.
And she'd run on Blaze Away for us.
Yeah, so
it could have been.
I reckon it's the first. So if it is, congratulations to Abby if it is another first.
Got straight out of the barrier and just so cool in the drive and on the bend. Just knew she had him beaten. Stacked them up. Was great drive.
Yep, driving in as good a form as any. And
can we take credit for?
No. I think she had already driven like 95 winners before she even spoke to us.
Haven't we claimed? We've claimed a couple.
We've claimed a couple.
Yeah,
we've claimed a couple. And trained by Bob Millsop, who was on not that long ago.
Yeah,
and
Bob.
What a good man he is,
He
Bob
certainly
Millsop,
is.
doing a good job. As we go to the break, this is Millsop Vidovic teaming up to get Blazing Reactor home in race number 2 last week, which was named after our Taste of WA winner in Nadia both. But as we go to the break, here is Blazing Reactor.
Leads clearly from Rock and Roll Artist, Soho Vesperlin, then Illawong Mustang, relatively armour, but once it found the front, Blazing Reactor is never going to get beaten. Rock and Roll Artist, Soho Vesperlin battle out second and third, but Blazing Reactor wins it well.
Talking Trots with Morts and Michael Radley on Tabradio, Racing and Sport.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelpline.org.au.
And the leader, Wonderful to Fly from Princess Katie. Exceptional Armour moved into third place. Dame Valor trying to get to fourth, and then Little Darling. Wonderful to Fly is clear. Princess Katie's off its back, and then Exceptional Armour, and further back Little Darling, but Wonderful to Fly is clear. It's holding them at bay, holding second Princess Katie, going to third Little Darling late, but Wonderful to Fly all the way. Beat Princess Katie, Little Darling, Exceptional Armour.
Yeah, good work from Shane Young with Wonderful to Fly, Morts. And
one of the favourites in the show, Michael.
Yeah, when she drew one, she was always going to beat that field.
Certainly was. Been a wonderful mare.
And wouldn't surprise if she was the knockout horse, even though drawn poorly tomorrow night. Wouldn't surprise if she knocked them over. If they go to war on a couple of them.
Certainly capable. But yeah, it's a pretty good field, and but certainly capable, Michael.
Yeah, she goes around in the Norm's Daughter. Currently, even though outside the front line, but $23 for Shane Young. All right, the next race we get. Before we do that, Mort's almost forgot our good sponsor in Loans 1, 2, 3, car loans, debt consolidations, all your personal finance. Who do you see?
The great man, the nude nut, Steve Sell.
Loans123.com.au, or for the last time, Mort's that very easy to remember number.
You always give me the
1-800.
100. Still doing things the banks can't, Michael.
We did a bit of shtick the other week up in the Borough of Arge, and everyone looked at us like we're idiots. So they obviously those 6 people didn't listen. Don't listen to the show.
No, exactly. And Michael, if the great man can't get you sorted, then you need to go to Bunnings and get a mirror.
You're a fool to yourself and a burden to others.
Yep. Need to have a good look.
But go and see, and he can do credit reports for you. He'll look after you.
Help you buy a car.
Yeah, he'll go and
help you buy.
Yeah,
not just worry about the finance. Help you.
Yeah, make sure you're getting the best deal possible. They're not ripping you off.
No, he's a good man.
He certainly is. Go see him. Loans123.com.au or 1-800.
100. I reckon even Ollie would.
Yeah, Ollie knows it.
He knows it.
Ollie knows it now.
Yep.
All right. One man who doesn't need Loans 1, 2, 3 after Derby Day is Bomber Hill. We're about to get deep dive into our next race with him. It is race number 8, the Barbagallows Rolls Royce.
Oh, well, there's no more Rolls Royce than Bomber.
Yeah, no, certainly not. He's the Rolls Royce of tipsters. And let's have a look at the Tab Touch market. We've got Tubbs Farquhar, the old fella. Yep. He's at $7.50. He's older than the show. Sundancer Rainbow at $51. Bet on the River, $4.60 out to $9.50. Burley Shard at $51. Cloud 9, $18 in from $41. Arian Rock, $12 to $4.80. So a couple of moves there.
Jeez.
Middle Page, $10. Paraquet, $6 to $3.40. Now holds the call. It's the favourite at $3.40. Del Boca Vista, $19. Take a Hike at $12. Sweet Ivy at $5.50 and pretty solid. Troy Royale Brigade. Troy Royale Brigade.
Gets us both, that one.
Every time.
Yeah.
And he's $11. Bomber, what have you got for race number 8?
Yeah, Parakeet, she's a very good beginner, this mare, and despite drawing poorly, I think she can just about whiz across through the first corner and assert her authority from there. If she finds the pegs, I can't have her beaten. But even from the breeze, she showed down at Pinjarra a couple of starts back that doesn't bother her at all. And I think as long as Tommy lights her up off the arm and just drives her as the best horse in the race, I think she'll be winning.
25-36, no concern, Bomber?
Don't think so. If she did, for whatever reason, sort of fired up and over race, but I can't see that. She tends to just, go to do her own thing and go at her own pace anyway, whether in front or from the breeze. So I don't think it'll phase her at all, Mort.
Very confident there. What's our, into $3.40, what's our staking plan, Bomber?
Another 2-unit bet. I think she's just strong. She can make her own luck, and it's the right sort of grade. She drops back a little bit from her last couple.
All right, and the final race we got a deep dive into. This is the last race. Why not make it the last race? It's the Barbagallo Alfa Romeo Fiat. We've gone down a couple of levels, but that's okay. They're still good cars, the Fiats. Let's have a look. This is the 3-year-old to finish the night. We've got Control the Room. $4.20 to $3.10. Captain's Creek at $31. Full Swing Denario at $8. Charavari at $10. Lou L'Amour at $71. Troubadour at $3.40 in from $4.40. Mad Monday $5.50 and Rumble Strip pretty solid at $4. Bomber, pretty even 3-year-old race to finish off the card. What do you got for us?
Yeah, it is. I thought Troubadour is going better than numerical form, and I just think the way this race maps will be a couple sort of duck dive for the fence, and I think you could end up in the 1-1 on the back of the stablemate Rumble Strip, and if that's the case, he's going to be pretty dangerous. So I think Control the Room will hold up, and expect one of the Bond runners to apply plenty of pressure to him from the 800, and most likely Rumble Strip, and then it's left for Troubadour and Mad Monday. But I thought if Troubadour was in that 1-1 position and maintained his advantage over Mad Monday, he'd be the one.
Well, Bomber, I've got the keys to the 626, and I think I might be taking them up and putting them on. So I'm with you. I'm with you in the last year, Troubadour. Yep, like it very much. Race number 10, horse number 6, Troubadour, Team Bond, Denny Roberts. What's the staking plan, Bomber?
Yeah, another 2-unit bet. I think. Just the one against. Once again, the more I look at the map, the more I think he just lands in the perfect spot.
Yeah, agree.
All right, there we go. Troubadour in the last. Always love backing the last winner, and what a way to do it this week. No multi Bomber.
No, I couldn't even go out with one, Rads. A couple that'll win, but very short. And then, I thought there was good value around these 4 at least. And, if we can find at least 2 or 3 there, we'll be finishing on a winner.
Well, Stewie gave us an all up. Stewie said have Nathan Street all up into Rolling Down the River.
Yeah, well, I actually didn't mind Rolling Down the River. He was almost one of our tips. So, that's not bad for the listeners.
He was pretty upbeat.
Really
Stewie.
likes it.
That's race 9, number 8, Rolling Down the River, and Nathan Street was, I think, race 2, number 1. Race 3, number 1.
Yep, so good multi there.
Bomber, look, mate, really, on behalf of me and Morts, really appreciate your support. This, as we've mentioned a few times, our final show, really appreciate you've been with us from the start, and no doubt if we do have a reincarnation of the show, you'll be alongside with us there as well.
No worries. Thanks, Rads and Morts. Thank you both for the opportunity. It's been a fantastic run.
There's always a lot more in store for you at Retrovision, like Retrovision's lowest price guarantee. If you find a lower price on a same-stocked item, we'll beat it. There's our 60-day price promise, where we'll refund you 120% of the difference if you find a lower advertised price on any purchase. Plus, RAC members save an extra 5% every day of the year. After 60 years, a lot has changed, but there's still a lot more in store at Retrovision.
We've had plenty of winners, and it's been great. So thanks to both of you and everyone else involved in the show.
All right, mate.
A lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun, and we'll see you tomorrow night on. I don't know what table you're on, but you're on a very strong table. I can't give you the number just yet. But, it'll be the loudest table there, I reckon.
Yep. there'll be $50 notes, just all over on the floor.
Things flying around
on the floor. They'll just be getting swept up and put in the bin.
The decorations will be all over the place.
No pressure here, Ollie.
No, and just make sure you're on golden load. That's that's the main thing. All right, mate. Thanks for your time. We'll speak to you soon.
Thanks, appreciate it.
There we go, Scott Bomberhill. What a man.
The great Scott Bomberhill.
Been with us the whole way through. And
he certainly has.
Find plenty of winners.
And what people don't realise, he gives up his time every week to be here and try and find winners for the listeners.
He sure does. All right, time to take a break. We mentioned the Pacing Cup rankings, and number 2 on that list is Minstrel, and tell you what, he could be number 1 very shortly. I don't think it really matters, as we said, between 1, 2 or 3. It's
that first 1, 2 or 3.
You can alternate.
You could put them any way, and you could make a case for any of them to be in that spot.
Exactly.
But Minstrel the other night, he was huge.
How good was he? He was. Denny just came at the 1,000. Knew what she had to do. Knew who was in front of her, and just timed it to perfection as well.
Yeah, no, it was a great run.
The way she put Mr. Smarty away and the leader, and knowing that Never Ending's on your back as well, but
kept him at bay.
It never looked like getting beat from about the 600.
No.
There was nothing in the race that was going to beat it. Never Ending was a better run.
It was a much better run, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, much better.
Good to see him get there. Mr. Smarty battled away, probably not going anywhere near. Like, he still sits outside him and runs third, and you go, not going as good.
No, he's definitely not going as well as he was, when he won the Nullarbor and that.
But he's going to be in the race and going to be tough to beat regardless. And as we mentioned, Bricky's Dream 4th.
Yep.
Just deserves to be in that top 10.
Very good. I'm sure he will.
And deserves to be in the big races coming up, the Brennan, the Stratton and the Cup. And let's hope that he continues on his performances, because he's going to be a knockout horse in some of those. Like, imagine him 3 pegs in a big race. He's got to give him a scare. But as we celebrate, here is Minstrel for Team Bond, Denny Roberts, and he, at the moment, is top of the pops.
And they're Never Ending. Mr. Smarty and Minstrel, but Minstrel too strong. Takes the lead, comes away. Never Ending late there, Mr. Smarty, but Minstrel, what a win. Minstrel goes home to win it.
Strongly Rachmaninoff, and down the outside, Granny Rose, Hoofert, Hagrid and Gary Hall Jr. at the 100 metres though, as 2.5 clear. Rachmaninoff, Granny Rose wide out, runs a bold race. Hoofert, Hagrid's doing enough though, and Hoofert, Hagrid, maximum points for Gary Hall Jr. beats home.
There we go. Gary Hall Jr. started the World Drivers' Championship in style. On the first day, he had 2 winners and a second and a fourth, and led for the first 2 days. But after a big day at Cambridge, former World Driving Champion and a friend of ours here at Gloucester Park, the Canadian James McDonald, has roared to the front, and he's on 98 points currently going into Addington tomorrow. There's 5 heats at Addington tomorrow during our daytime. Then we go to Winton on Sunday, the Deep South, and then Tuesday there's 1 heat on Tuesday on Cup Day. So Gary Hall Jr. So James McDonald, the Canadian, former World Driving Champion, 98 points, had a big day at Cambridge. Gary Hall Jr. 85, still in contention. Needs a couple of performances. 5 at Addington tomorrow, 4 at Winton, and then 1 on Cup Day. And then the German, Michael Nimchek, 69 points. Blair Orange in 4th, the Kiwi, at 68. Then we get into the Finnish, Sweden, Italy. Gianpaolo Minciuni is there.
Very well done.
For Italy, he's on 54 points. He drove the Great Varenne Remember Varenne won the Elite Lop? He was like one of the greatest trotters of all time. Won the Elite Lop. An Italian trotter. He was a superstar. Varenne won an Elite Lop, and then when he won Giampaolo, they got him out and they got the Italian flag and then tossed him up in the air.
I don't recall. How long ago would that have been, Mark?
Varenne was early 2000s, early to mid 2000s. Myself and Sam Natto were still at Sky Channel. There you go. So it was, I think, early to mid. It was Sam Natto's favourite horse, Varenne.
Just remember Karen Manning.
When she went over the Night Pistol, yeah. Yep. But no, he was as good as there's ever been for Ren. He was an absolute superstar, and Giampaolo was his driver, and he's driving. But I think most of them have driven winners now. The Swedish Mats Deuce from Sweden won a race. Giampaolo's won a race. Blair Orange has won a race. I think the Netherlands. Jaap van Run, has he won a race? He drives a lot of winners, the Netherlands driver. So, but it's a great series. I'm enjoying. Been watching it, and
so
he's doing a great job.
Finish
on Cup Day. There's one final heat on Cup Day, so it's next Tuesday. So, but doing us proud is Gary Hall Jr.
So it's just a draw.
Yeah, it's luckily it's random horses, random.
So not
draws.
Like the Gurus who went.
No, we've got to actually pick. No, where it's up to him. It's up to him. No. So it's all. And I tell you what, he's driven him a peach. His last drive at Cambridge was an outstanding junior, and he's run fifth. I couldn't have done more. He couldn't have got out if he got out of the cart and carried it across the line. Like it was an absolute peach. And
haven't got the motor. You haven't got the motor.
No. And I saw an interview with. A few of Paul Campbell's over there doing interviews, Campbell's comments, and he interviewed Andrew Stuart, Stuart, who's a trotting trainer over there. He's helping him, I think, with the Drivers' Championship. He's trained plenty of Group 1 winners. I think he drove an Oaks winner that Johnny Caldo drove. He's a good man, Stuart. And he said, Gary's leading the charge off the track. He's the Pied Piper, and they're all following, which is, that's what you expect, wouldn't you? And our man James McDonald, he doesn't mind letting his hair down. He's a good man. When he came over, he drove over here at Gloucester Park with Marcus Miller. I think he drove in the Tab colour. One of them drove in the Tab colours, Tab Touch colours. One of them drove in the Sky Channel colours from memory, and I think James drove in the Tab Touch colours. So we got his silks in JP's signed, which is really good. But he's a good fella, James. But yeah. Now, this segment, Morts, our final sponsor's plug, is for Bayswater Mazda. Driving is better in a Bayswater Mazda, corner of Guildford and Garrett Roads, and no one knows better than you, Morts, how good they are, Bayswater Mazda, before, during and after sale service.
Well, I might need a new one, Michael, if the thing gets beaten in the last at Gloucester Park tomorrow night.
If you bet your keys.
No.
Don't throw your keys into a bowl, Morts. I'm just saying,
no.
Don't do that.
No, definitely not. Michael, as you know, driving is better in a Mazda, but in particular a Bayswater Mazda. The whole journey is great. Not just driving the car to get to where you need to go, which is normally down in Boyan up to see the great trainer, but just the whole journey from the moment you buy the car, the after-sales service,
before sale,
and then
the
coffee.
Yeah,
great.
We're
great
going
team, and the new CX80 is magnificent. So get down and see the great team at Bayswater Mazda and zoom.
We're going to see the great man next week.
So
no doubt it'll get us there in luxury. The 626 turbo.
That's
the Mazda 6 Turbo. I think 626 is the old saying, is it, or is it still 626? You see,
that's a very good point.
I think we're old enough to remember the 626 and
the 323, the 121, and
I think they're just gone to Mazda 6s and 3s and whatever else. But anyway,
it's been a night of reminiscing. We've spoken about Richmond Raceway and everything tonight.
Indeed, we have. All right. I can write on my thing now because I don't need the sponsors' notes anymore. I can write them.
Print another one.
I probably could, but I've been using this one for a while, Morts.
6 years. Oh no, probably changed.
It's probably changed.
Yeah.
Well, welcome in, Ollie Cownie.
Morts, Rads, yeah, it's really good to be on for the last Tabradio version of Talking Trots.
Well, we've launched people into media superstardom. Ollie, you're the one that hasn't taken off yet, but there's still where there's life, there's hope.
You're very harsh.
Well,
Michael.
he's getting there.
I've got to tell you, I think Ollie has done an outstanding job on the Gloucester Park preview.
He has
done really well.
I really enjoy going on. It's
because you're surrounded by some gun tipsters, really good tipsters.
Saying that, it's a tough school. We've got Hayden King, who's now the head writer for the West.
Yeah.
We have Alex Peschke, who has worked
Alexia
Peschke, who Channel 9, ABC.
Yeah.
The Beavers on 6PR.
I was going to say, do not forget the Beaver.
Forget the Beaver. 6PR, looking after Millsy and Carl. And now Ollie's the latest. Amelia.
Yeah.
Amelia Hall spent a little bit of time with us, now on 7 Plus and doing everything.
Yep.
And Ollie Cownie.
I think I was once described as potentially the next Hayden King. And
there we go. Who described you as that?
I think that was you, Rads.
Was it?
So what's going to happen now,
that sounds like me, Ollie.
So what's going to happen with the Gloucester Park preview?
Well, I'm really hoping that it can continue in some form. I've sort of stressed to the higher-ups that it's a really important tool for wagering and just engagement in the sport. I said to the higher-ups in Rawa that it was so important as a tool to just keep drivers and trainers and owners engaged, because I know personally as a punter, as an owner, that I love tuning into the preview when I'm not on there. It's fantastic. And
yeah, it doesn't so matter about our little show, like whether it goes on or not in a different format. It doesn't matter. But the Gloucester Park preview is so important to the industry. Everyone listens to it. Everyone follows it. The amount of following it's got and listens and whatever else. And the amount of information given out on that preview to everyone is so important to the industry. And whatever happens, it needs to continue in some way, shape or form, whether it's a podcast with Tab Touch and Rawa, or whether SEN take it. I don't think anyone really knows how it's going to play out on that side, but it needs to continue in some way, shape or form. Whether we continue is... We're supplementary. Yeah. And if we can continue, beautiful, we'll add something to the industry, but they're the linchpin of the preview on Friday for so many reasons.
It's our marquee product, isn't it? The Friday 100%. Meeting. So really, we need all these tools to be promoting it because, we know the sport's fantastic, and we know that there's nowhere better to go watch the race on a Friday night than Gloucester Park. But we need to tell everyone else about that.
But the people that bet and are serious about it, and all the industry, listen to that preview. The amount of, if you say something on the preview, everyone knows about it.
Yeah, well,
everyone knows about it, and you probably would have got feedback to that.
Well, I was a relative nobody in the industry until I started going on the preview, and people come up to you and they're like, "I heard you on the preview this morning. You said this or you said that." I think
I take it back. You are someone. We've launched you, Ollie. I take it back.
I think a couple of trainers and drivers have said, "Oh, why don't you put my horse on top?" And they probably ended up winning the race, and I was wrong and they were right. But
that happens.
That's the way it goes.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think one thing I know is some people I know that listen to the Gloucester Park preview, some of them just want to get an understanding of the speed map because they kind of got an idea on the form and all this, but some people have problems putting the speed map together. So listen in, get a bit of input from yourself, Glenn Moore, it could be Trent Cooper. Sometimes you have a discussion about that and you'll agree, I think this will get... And for some of those punters, they go, that's great. It's all I needed to know. I just needed to know what the map was because I didn't know. And they can make their decision based on that.
And once again, the industry that they get on, the participants give their time and very good at their information that they give out. Like when you get someone on, you get a Denny Roberts tomorrow, and it will be must listen to because she's got a number of drives that you need to listen, and there's very articulate in the way she talks Denny. But everyone who goes on there give great information, and it's really important, whether it's Junior, whether it's Chris Folk, whether it's Michael Young, it's so important. Like that is the must listen to, and in some way, shape or form, it needs to continue.
Well, Michael, you know what's going to happen? We've got some really important information coming up from Ollie.
Yeah.
But unless we get him on, they're not going to hear it because they've tuned out. They've tuned out, and I want them to hang around and listen to what Ollie's got to give.
Are we trying to break? We're trying to break the record to go out. Well, I don't think we will.
No,
if the show never stops, they can't.
There's no Silky or Senior, so I don't think we're going to break the record. But anyway, all right, Ollie. Thank you once again, and doing the country trots, which I think is really important. We make sure we give time to the country meetings over the weekend, and also Albion Park, which is a really good betting venue and has increased. I think us and Gloucester Park on the turnover are the two biggest betting venues, going from some of the figures I've seen, and I think you've given an insight into that, Ollie. So you've got two meetings this week. No Saturday or Sunday meeting. Only the Friday night.
Did notice that
dual meeting on with Bunbury with Gloucester Park, but no doubt it'll go gangbusters because it's racing with one of our biggest nights of the year.
Yeah, well,
the Retrovision Golden Nugget and Italian Night.
I had planned to go to Calabaron.
And listen, and if there's not a Liam Elliott tipped horse, this could be the toys could come out of the cot here, Morts.
There'll be, trust me.
There's got to be a Liam. Liam, you've got to get your mention. And we've got Bunbury. All right, so we've got one meeting this weekend with Gloucester Park. It's on the Friday night. First race at 5:37, so about 10 minutes after the start of Gloucester Park. So races coincide with us at Gloucester Park. It is 7 races.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Not a bad meeting, just from the looks of it. Ollie, what have you got for us at Bunbury to send us off a winner?
Last show, I was just going to tip 2 at Bunbury, but tonight I'll give us 3.
Yeah,
good on you, Ollie.
Beautiful.
So I thought it was a really good meeting, and there's some horses in this meeting that could go on to bigger and better things. A few younger horses that look progressive enough. Race 3 is probably not one of those races, but I do think Eastern Quality has been quite impressive last few starts. Had a few runs now with the stable of Ashley Markham, and form's picked up significantly. 2 back, the win was really good over a horse called Hurricane Hope, which Michael Young trains, and he's been going quite well as well. And then last start was beaten, but sort of made a pretty quick move down the back and did a bit of work there and ran decent time. So I think that all looks pretty good. There should be some speed on the early stages, and I think Eastern Quality is going to be pretty hard to hold out in that race. I think it's probably going to be one of the favourites, but I expect it to be pretty hard to beat.
All right, about 390 on the HRA site. They've marked it, so it is favourite in an open race. What else you got for us?
Yeah, in race 4, I've got one following a scratching. Heavy Metal Hammer is a horse that I own part of with Liam Elliott, and it would have been incredibly hard to beat, no doubt.
It's scratched.
I marked it $21. I've been doing the price as well.
Oh, have you? Okay, there you go.
I didn't give it much hope, but he's had a little issue, so hopefully he comes back bigger and better. But I thought Lightfoot Lee would be really hard to beat in this race. He's drawn well. He ran a good third last start, and I think he probably has the gate speed to zip over and find the front. And if he finds the front, I expect him to be pretty hard to beat. Ryan Warwick, he does a good job when he drives, and I'm sure he'll give it every chance in this race.
Going for a Ryan Warwick double.
Yeah, well...
no, Ashley Markham was on the first one.
The first one,
yeah. Oh, was it? Okay, sorry, I thought it was Ryan Warwick.
No, AJ Markham driving for Ashley.
Okay.
And then we've got, what have we got? Ryan Warwick driving for Wayne Justins.
No doubt.
And what are you going to finish with?
Yeah,
Come on.
Hopefully we finish.
Here we go. Is it race 5?
Yeah, no, race 7. I'll let you guess.
Okay, race 7. Let me see. We've got Liam Elliott on the pole. Strom the striker, marked at 220 on the harness site. Race 7, number 1, Strom the striker.
Yeah, well,
Ryan Bell.
The first run was pretty ordinary, coming back from a spell, but this horse showed really good ability last time in, racing some nice horses, and I think it seemed to run its best races up on speed. From gate 1, I think he'll use its gate speed to zip out and hold the lead, and from there, expecting it to be pretty hard to beat in this race for Liam Elliott and Ryan Bell.
All right. What a way to finish. Hey?
Guaranteed winner.
You've been big supporters of these young junior drivers coming through, Ollie. You're the first to mark them, and you marked Liam Elliott very early.
Yep.
Introduced myself and Morts to Liam at the Eureka.
Menangle, yes.
But you've also labelled Abby very early. Abby
she is a good
Vidovich.
young driver, yeah.
Yeah, she is.
That it was mentioned earlier, but that drive, I said to her as well on Blazing Reactor, it was sort of a drive beyond her years of experience. She rated it back perfectly. She knew that the danger was on her back, and I think that was Soho Vesperlin who's been flying, and that horse was bolting in behind them and just couldn't get a run. It was a terrific drive out in front by Abby.
It sure was. And Abby's driving at Gloucester Park on Friday night, isn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's how good she's going. She's not going to the secondary meeting. She's driving at the Metro meeting on
she certainly
Golden
deserves
Nugget
to
night.
be too. She's just she's really promising, and I'm sure with more experience in the next few years, she's going to be one of the top drivers in the state.
Very quick, almost at the 100, as I said. Not too far away. Yep, drives. Good time, Lewis, in the first for Bob. Blazing Reactor for Bob. So a couple of drives early, and then Arian Rock later on the night, race 8. So a bit of a gap between races, but Abby can go up and enjoy the Italian fare. Peter O'Neill says to say there's still tickets available, Morts. But I tell you what, I think the Beau Rivage is sold out. Steelos is pretty much sold out. I think we're.
Would have thought so.
I think we're actually making room in in Quinnies maybe to do some walk-ins in there.
Yep.
And obviously the Tab Touch Punters Club's been sold out for a while, but you can get tickets at the gate
Very
just
good.
for general admission. And tell you, it's all happening out the front, Morts. You probably haven't seen, but all the Italian stuff's going up for our main man, who's doing all the Italian foods here and getting all in. It's going to be a great night.
Yeah, should be a ripper.
All
And
right.
then you got the fireworks.
Now we got the fireworks. Now, before we go, Albion Park, Ollie, we've got the first race starts at 3:52 WA time. There is 9 races on the card, and there's a few of the Sunshine Stars yearling sales classic heats. So that's the sales held in February after the Ultimate Driver, Ollie. But
we'll be winning, and we'll have that 10 grand to spend.
Yeah, part of it. I think there's 10 and 15 to if you win and run second to spend at the sales. So we'll have plenty to spend. Ollie, what do you got for us at Albion Park?
I was just going to do 2 here as well, but I'll give us 3, something to go out with. In race 3, I thought Golden Fire, she's been terrific recently. She took on an open class race last out, and she didn't have a lot of luck there and was dragged out of it at a crucial stage and still hit the line pretty well. I think over the mile it probably suits a bit better. She can lead them up. Nathan Dawson jumps back on, and she's going to be really hard to beat. I thought Sweet Mia should be one of the other horses that are in the market, but if Sweet Mia doesn't find the pegs, I think it's going to be a little bit tough for her, and the danger might end up being the Vicar of Dibley, who I do think will be better suited to set up, but I'm hoping Golden Fire gets out in front. Is hard to catch.
Golden Fire, race 3, number 1, Nathan Dawson. The actual sales heats are the Friday. This is the Saturday meeting. That's race 3, number 1. What have you got for us?
In race 4, the next race, we'll pick one out there, and really impressed by this horse's recent runs. One Born in America. Number 3, race 4. This horse is flying. Last start went around at Penrith and just did a stack of work, and they rated near track record time there. It was a terrific effort not to be beaten further than he was, and I think in this race on Friday he can probably work to the front, roll up, generally probably more of a hand-up horse, and It's Buddha is another horse that probably goes better with something to follow. So I think if he can work to the front, he's going to be incredibly hard to beat in that race.
All right, Ricky Elchin. Is he based up there now, or is he...
No, I think there's the summer carnivals.
Also, you have some in the sales class the day before.
Yeah, yep.
And what else? What's the final tip you got for us, Ollie?
The final tip at Albion Park is race 8, number 1, Amami. He was able to do enough to lead last start and prove too good there. And I think this time with the 2100 metre start point, he can lead or he can sit behind Mosdale Terrian. Either way, I think he's going to be pretty hard to beat in this race. But also keen to have something on Targaryen, who's flying at the moment. I think he can be sat up and run on late. He seems to be going super, and he really does love that pattern in his races to be sat up and save for one run. So a bit of a 2-bet play there. Amami, I think, can run a race out in front, and hopefully Cornell of the race with Targaryen.
To beat your mate's horse, Love Bite.
Yeah, and he loves him as well. He gives a little synopsis on how he ran every week, and
All right. Ollie, thank you for that. Thanks for your help, particularly over the last, you've been tipping, but then the last couple of months you've been in here pressing all the buttons and making sure we get to air. So really appreciate your help. Good luck. Hopefully we hear from you a lot more going forward, whether it's through doing the interviews in the parade ring or the Gloucester Park preview in whatever iteration it comes up. But appreciate your help and good luck.
No, it's been a pleasure. I was a weekly Talking Trots listener before joining
one
the
of the
show,
early
but,
ones.
Yeah.
One of the Pike and the Last used to tweet all the time.
I did love it, and I was a big Hayden King fan. And never meet your heroes. That's what they say, isn't it?
No, he was great, Hayden. He was terrific.
Yep.
The Nutty Professor.
Yep.
He'd come out.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I never got his little riddles and things. But,
no.
Very interesting.
Lives in a world of his own, I think.
Yeah, he does. But no, he was great man. So thanks,
Very
Ollie.
good.
No, it's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed being a part of it.
All right, Ollie, thank you. Morts, time to wrap up. It's been like a John Farnham farewell this show.
It has. So,
we've gone a bit over the top.
It has, but thank you, Michael. You've done a great job. You're a great host, so appreciate it very much.
Couldn't happen without you, Morts.
Been a bit of fun, but a few laughs along the way.
Indeed. Tonight, thanks to Stewie and Wendy, but thanks to everyone who's come on the show and made the time available.
We've had some great people from all over the world.
Indeed, yes. Yeah, no, we've had Tetrick on the show.
Yeah, you've got Tim Tetrick, you've got
Toddy McCarthy.
Been very lucky. Had some great people on the show.
That's right. And now
and great support locally from all the local trainers.
Thanks for the guys that have done the Ollie and
the Beaver,
Hayden, Amelia, and also a big thank you, Alexia. And a big thank you to Bomber Hill, who if Bomber can't do it, we can't do the show.
No.
That's just the show's based around Bomber's tips. And we're just supplementary to him.
And he's done it for love.
Yep, he has.
Done it for love. Hasn't even got a TAB voucher sent his way.
No.
Done it for love. So
no, we've shouted him a couple of beers here and there, but that's about it. Yep. That's about it. And he'll be here tomorrow night. He's in the Punters Club.
Yeah,
so
looking forward to seeing him.
Go and say hello. There'll be a raucous table. They'll be happy to give out tips as well. Go and see them. They love giving.
You on
tips.
in the morning or?
Yeah.
Who's on in the morning? There's yourself, Silky
and Trent Cooper.
Trent Cooper's back.
Matt Young's in Bunbury for the Trots.
All right. And Denny Roberts is the special guest.
Got to find maybe one last quiz question.
Yes, the quiz question. There might be another show for them the week after, so you better still be there.
I've got a ripper for next week, but I just don't think anybody will ever. It's a 2-part one.
Oh, really?
They might get the first.
You might have to come back.
But I actually don't think they'll get part 2.
Oh, okay.
Which would make it very interesting.
Yeah, carry O to never.
Yeah. So I might even throw it in 2-part quiz. Your chance of winning $200 instead of $100. Get $100 for each one you get right.
There we go.
Yep.
Retrovision, the gift that keeps on giving.
Correct. So, no, it'll be good. Thank you, Michael.
No, thank you, Morts. Thank you for everything you've done. You've given it up all your time. You've thrown money at it. You've made sure you're the backbone of the show. Really appreciate.
It's been good fun.
Everything you've done. Thank you for listening. If anyone's still here, have we broken the record?
So.
Anyway,
I wouldn't have thought so.
What a way to sign off.
Yep.
To no one.
Hello.
Charlie, if you're still listening, thank you.
Now, we need to thank Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie.
He's always been
thick and thin.
And he's one of the most positive guys
ever.
That
should be more like it.
Loves to throw out a few tips. But if he gets rolled, he gets rolled. If somebody's got something bad to say, he'll try and turn it around and get a good spin in it. And he just loves harness racing.
Now, I don't know whether you've been watching the racing blogger in Victoria. He's over from England. He's called the Racing Blogger. He's taken Twitter by storm because he's got a couple 100,000, but he's promoting the Victorian Carnival on Twitter, and he's been magnificent. And everyone's saying, what a breath of fresh air he is and whatever. You know the difference? He's just positive about everything. He doesn't get into politics. He doesn't bag Volandis for, Sydney trying to do something. He's just there promoting what great racing he's at. And he's actually going to the New Zealand Cup in the Trots. So he's extending his stay. He's going over there for Cup Week in New Zealand next week. But the difference is he's just positive. He doesn't bag anyone. It's not about, oh, woe is me or everything's wrong with everything. It's just, this is fantastic. Get out. Let's have a bet. Let's enjoy the races and let's do it. And it's been so positive, and there's a lot more people that can
I couldn't
get
agree
a lot more out of it.
Don't get too...
No.
But just come along, enjoy, have a good night out.
Enjoy the good horses.
Hopefully back a few winners. And
enjoy the good horses.
Yeah, do it responsibly. So if you're not a good punter,
and that's the difference. And he has been a breath of fresh air because he's been so positive.
That's good.
Yeah, the racing blogger. If you're
Charlie's our version.
And Charlie's our version of that because
thank
he's
you, Charlie,
yeah,
and to everybody
really
that's
good.
listened.
All right, Morts.
Yibbity-yibbity.
Thanks for your time. For the final time on Tabradio. Stay tuned. we might come back. We might not. Thanks for listening over the years, and until next time.
It's bye for now.